Okay, here's my new game. It's using a lot of the previous drawings, but I've played around with the rules and I'm finally happy with the rules. So we have two sets, two different card types. There's a power-up types and there's super types. I'll go through each of them. I won't go into the rules too much because it'll just get a bit timely. But let's go through them. Oh well, these are combiners, so you have multiples that combine together. So where are you now? Here we go. This one. This will combine with this. Also, you got another one that combines. Where's my final combiner? Here. So these are like your combining type. So if you have all four, it means you get plus 14. So 1 is 2, 2 is 5, 3 you get 9, 4 you get 14. It just means it's ever increasing as you get more and more. So that's just the combiner types. Power-ups. You got obviously psychic types, nature types, techno, elemental. Actually, it goes in this order. Elemental's weaker than nature. And then this is generally the rules, and then it goes round and round like that. Stronger, stronger, stronger. So you've got super speed, nature boost, voodoo blast, and techno eye. I'll go into others. We have energy chaos, or no, energy change. So power up allows you to change yours or opponent's energy type. Psychic fire. Card allows you to remove all of one energy type attack from the field. Techno siphon. Activated only if opposition techno and you get +6. Rock armor. All power ups you use are protected from stealing. This not included. So you can actually steal this, but if you have that down on top of your, so you have your super, you have a couple of power ups and play this, then they're no longer capable of stealing any of your power ups. There's some cards that steal, like this one. Gonzagas the Great. So it's a worm who steals a power up that's currently in play. I'll put BB here. He's like it's all for superheroes, so he's kind of like insurance for superheroes. If you're in trouble, you ring him up and he helps you out for a lot of money. So he's a BB. He's called BB. You get 2 extra cards. Nature's Hand can only be activated if you have a nature super. So you get +8. You have a nature super, like this dude, the troll, say, and that means this is activated. You get +8. Help from above. So activated by sacrificing 1 super card. So yeah. So when you're picking your characters, you've got supers or you've got power ups, and you can have it. And when you're starting the game, you're going, I'll take a super power up. It's like countdown where you have to get like consonants and vowels. So this will only be activated when you have a super card. You have 5 cards initially. He's a character. Done psychic fire. Floating chaos allows you to take control of an opposition's power. For example, if they did have psychic power, card allows you to remove all of one energy type attacks from the field. So that's quite a powerful card. If you had floating chaos there, you could take control of his power up and change the type that you want to remove from the field. Swarm attack can cancel any power up, requires 1 card sacrifice. So placing that on, you sacrifice, say, rock armor. It's activated and you can remove one of your opponent's one. We've done the energy change before. Powerade. Multiplies super attack by 2. Requires 2 card sacrifice. So any 2 cards, it could actually be supers as well. Times your entire attack by 2. We've done Techno Eye, obviously. Gremlin there. Steal 1 of your opponent's cards in hand. So play him down. The opponent has to give you 1 of his cards. You don't pick it. They give it you. We've done Gonzagas the Great. We've done Nature's Hand. We've done Gremlin, Powerade. I did copies of these just because, you know, it allows a better game. Done that. Voodoo Blast. Copy Blob. It's only because I was trying to find drawings that I've done. I thought, because it takes a while to get them all completed, so just instead of copycat, I did copy Blob. So it copies any opposition's power up, kind of a standard one that you see in many games. help from above, and super speed. Okay, so there are all the power-ups. I'll go into the supers. So when you play, you'd normally have your super there. The opposition would then play a super. Then if you picked up more than one super, you could actually play another super on top of that. And then it'd be go to this guy. He could either play his power-ups, or he could play another super if he does have another one. Anyway, I'll go through the rules another day. This is Dark Flower, +3 if opposition is nature. Opponent has to remove one card. So when he's played, only when you say I'm going to fight does this activate. Cuckoo, another psychic monster, +3 if opposition nature. +3 if lower power up techno. Done swarm attack. Troll, +3 if opposition elemental is a nature monster. +3 if lower power up psychic. So if either psychic power up being used, whatever it says, it activates and adds +3 to his attack, so it would be +10. Morphus, excuse me, +4 if opposition psychic, +5 if played on top of a super. So if you were playing him first, then you could play him on top on the second go, you'd get +5. Brain X5, +2 if lower power up nature. Opposition psychic attack reduced by 2. So if opposition is psychic, all their attacks, well, all psychic attacks are reduced by 2. Elastic is very weak, but he has +5 if opposition techno, +5 if lower power up, i.e. this one or whatever, is nature. We have hardball, +4, 6, +4 if opposition psychic, +3 if lower power up. Elemental, done him aftershock. Elemental monster, quite powerful, 10, +3 if opposition techno. Mark 20i, weak, but +2 if your opposition is psychic, +5 if power up elemental. The reason why I've used 2s in that order of magnitude rather than 20 or 100, is because I was trying to maybe throw in a dice element to it. I'm not having that at the moment, but I thought, well, rather than having to reprint them out again and cut them out, I would use this lower number. Also, I think lower numbers are easier to add up, really. And if kids were to play this, it's quite useful being able to add up lower numbers rather than high numbers. Leech, elemental 5. +3 if opposition techno. Brain X5, we've done him before. Tree Man, +2 for every elemental or nature card used by opposition player. So he's 6, and then if they use any of these types, he keeps increasing depending on how many power-ups they play. Mecha Ghoul, we've got this dude, Cage, he has no special abilities. Death Slug, power 10, +2 if opposition elemental, +5 if lower power up psychic. Done aftershock. Got Plague there. He's quite weak. Some of them, I didn't want to make weak, but you've got to have a distribution of powers, haven't you? Really. Galactica, +3 if opposition techno, +3 if lower power up nature. Manafant. Like elephant, but it's a man. Morpheus again, and Leech. So that can steal 1 power up. So that is all my cards. The basic rules would be, so there's your characters cards, there's your power up. Player 1 goes first, he goes right, I'll pick. You're not going to show your cards over, but I'm going to pick the super, then I might pick a couple of these, see what I've got. So he has to remove, power up allows you to change, that's going to be useful, allows me to eliminate. So I can either get another card, or I can go, I'll go for another power up, let's try and win this. So you have 5 cards. The opposition would then go, right, I'm going to pick, hang on, let's pick a character. So 7, I'm going to pick a couple of these, see what I get. So I've got a combiner that combines together. So activate only if I've got that. No nature power-ups work against super, so I've kind of So let's imagine, and I know he's only got one card, so maybe I can increase. Okay, well, I've still got a nature card, so that isn't. It'd be good if I had two different types, because therefore I could like go, well, I know I could change my energy type. That might have benefits. So player 1 would go first. So he's going to put Dark Flower down. He's only got 2 nature types. You notice that +3 if opposition nature, so I haven't really got a choice. So I might as well just put the best one I've got. And I also know from when he picked up that he's only got 1 super card. So I would play, let's say I play this guy. Oh, well, see, I know that won't work actually. No nature. Well, I've actually got a. No, I'll go with this guy. Let's see. I'll go with the absorber. So, player 1's go. He looks at what he's got. So, I've already got that power up. Opponent has to remove 1 card. So, I'm going to say fight with him, and then I'll put down my first level, because you can attack twice, but on the second attack you're only allowed to put 1 card down, or activate 1 card. So, I'm going to say, right, I'm going to play these 2, combine a booster card. So it's Voodoo Blast. Top of that we've got the Techno Eye, so that'll give me +5, +3 and +9, which would be 17 +5 is 12 +5 is 17. And let's say I also play this card. Allows you to remove all of 1 energy type on the field. So I'm going to say no nature cards work as well. So he would actually have 0 power. His activation is opponent has to remove 1 card. So I'm going to remove this card. Obviously, he's no use anyway. So can I actually win? I don't think he can. So that one wouldn't work anyway. Nature boost, that's out. Super speed can be activated. So they only have 2. This Techno Siphon only works if that card is a Techno, so I couldn't have won anyway. So player 1 would win. So that's the kind of basic rules. That would be the first round, then you have the second round. It may actually, that if you know you're going to lose, you say I want to keep these cards to get another 5, and then you're only allowed 5 maximum per go anyway. But obviously I've got more initially in my hand, and I don't have to throw away. I only have to throw away the ones that don't work for me. Okay, that is the new rules and the first, 36 cards. I'm busy drawing more and more cards. Takes a lot of effort though. Well, I can draw them pretty quick, but colouring in is very difficult. Okay, I'll see you later guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.